What's up, y'all? It's your boy Vinnie-Dangerous, and I am back with another installment of Dangerous Minds. This is a special episode. I got my brother with me. He has been killing it with the 336. Just making his moves like as a solo artist. Featured on my album, God Made a Monster, on one of my favorite tracks, Fuck Everybody. My boy Saint Pat, man, how you living?
Good, man. How you doing today, man?
Hey, I can't complain. Last time I seen you, we were at the TLC Summer Jam. Shout out to my boy B Dot and then putting
Yeah,
that
man.
together. But yo, I really enjoyed your performance, just because of how you kind of like exude this confidence
Right.
that is like real evident. Like whenever the music and stuff comes out, and like you could definitely hear like the hunger and the passion behind it, which is definitely like wow, I made sure that I made the effort to work with you.
Of course.
Um,
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, no problem. So tell me, just take everybody on a journey, like, tell people about the man behind the music. Like, what got you started with music? Like, what led you to this point?
Well, with me, man, I started when I was about 15. This was around the time that the recession was going on, you know what I'm saying, if you
Mm-hmm.
remember. So, I kind of just did it just to kind of keep my mind off of how things were going on within my household, you know what I'm saying? It was just everybody had to cut back and, some days there wasn't no food in the fridge and, plus, you know what I'm saying, when I started driving the next year, gas was like $4 and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
driving a Jeep that's 8 cylinders, so that's gas guzzling. But overall, man, aside from that, I just wanted to kind of see if I could do it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I was a big, still a big M fan, a big, Kanye fan, and I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, let me just try my hand at this to see if it's gonna work. So yeah.
Oh, dope. So since M and Kanye are two of your influences, that will also inspired you to start doing the production? Because I know you make a lot of, if not like majority of the production that you rhyme over. Like, is that what
Right.
inspired you to also take up that, or was it something else?
Well, people like that did inspire me, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Definitely Kanye, Cole, Big Crit. But mainly it was just because, you know what I'm saying, I just didn't have no money for beats, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know I wanted to be serious with it, so I'm like, well, if I want to, make a move, I'm gonna have to learn how to do this myself because I can't afford to go to no studio or get no beats. So it was just kind of out of necessity, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. No, I feel that. I mean, that's basically what happened with me. I don't know what you started with, but I started with FL Studio 7. That's how far back. Like, it started with me just trying to, because you download beats from
Hmm.
online, but I learned early, like, you ain't got the money to pay for it, you're gonna get sued. And I'm like, well, I'm only 14, 15 years old trying to rap. I ain't got no money like that to be paying for these
Right.
producers. So I figured I gotta get up on this thing and make it work.
Yep, you right, man. That's how it is, man. And and that right there shows that you want to actually try to do something versus kind of being like, well, I just can go on YouTube and get a beat and do what I want to do.
Hmm.
But you're taking it upon yourself to be like, no, I'm gonna learn how to do this. So in the future, I ain't never got to worry about it. I ain't never got to worry about depending on nobody. So
Hmm.
it's paid off though for me for real.
Oh, definitely, man. So how long did you start production? Like when did you start that as you were rapping, or did it just come on later?
Yeah, I started when I was 20. So,
Okay.
I started rapping when I was 15, and
Hmm.
then at the age of 20 I started to get into the production.
Hmm.
So, this is what 9 years. So we're almost coming up on a decade next year.
Okay, dope, man. Yeah, it was because
Right.
I really like rhyming over your stuff. Like we got a single that we supposed to be coming out with pretty soon.
Right.
And I remember hearing it and like just something about it just clicks. Like I don't know how you are about beats, but with me, like it really has to hit for me to want to write to it. Like it's just like
Right.
yeah, you got some stuff that I think is dope. Like I mean, production out there that I think is dope. And I was like, oh, it's dope, but I wouldn't rhyme over it. I just doesn't spark my inspiration, but it's something about your stuff that just kind of always seems to kind of get me and like inspired. Like, okay, I want to rhyme to this, or I think I got some bars for this. I can see where this could take it, or we could take it, basically.
Right.
So I know you just dropped your most your first album, your first solo album, this earlier this year. Because I remember me and you did it around like we you dropped pretty much right
Yeah.
around the same time, which was
Yeah.
dope.
About
Because I was
3 months
featured on
ago.
your joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Right.
so tell me about the reception to the album. Like, how has that been?
It's been pretty good, man. I feel like people. It's kind of funny because it's like different people are telling me their favorite songs,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I'll be like, "Really, you like that?" And but I think overall, I think it's a solid intro into me as an artist, as a solo
Mm-hmm.
artist. You know what I'm saying? Because as you know what I'm saying, I was within the group. Shout out to my boy Mel, with the villains. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I already have content out, but just hearing me by myself, that just gave people a different light. You know what I'm saying? Just into my creativity, into what I like to do, production wise.
Mm-hmm.
My overall, I mean, I'm a very simple artist, you know what I'm saying? But I think that it was just a solid intro, and I mean, people love it, you know what I'm saying? And they're definitely asking for more, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Oh, definitely, man. And so you plan on putting out anything like soon, or you gonna let this one ride out a little bit? Because I think you got some more joints on there. Because we did our video for Never Gonna Stop, but I'm like, I hear a lot of joints on that album that could get a little decent run.
Right. Yeah. I'm still, trying to figure things out. It's been a bit of a long year, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I'm definitely trying to get some visuals from the album out. Maybe I definitely want to do Trap Phone because that's honestly been out the longest, so one of the other
Hmm.
joints on there. So, it just depends on, where I'm at, but I'm gonna get a couple out from that. Definitely.
Oh, word. Okay, man. Yeah, it's funny that you said that because you never really know. Um, you never really know like what song people are gonna gravitate to. Like when
Hmm.
you were talking about people telling you that this is your favorite joint. Like it's funny, like we performed at like you said, we performed at the TLC Summer Jam. Yo, I don't know if you saw, but like this dude after the performance came up and was like, bro, I felt that from afar, like when we performed Fuck Everybody. And
Right.
like he hugged me. And I was just like, that was the I mean, yo, I appreciated it because I was like, yo, I really love it when people love my music, but it just caught me off guard because it's like the song is literally called Fuck Everybody.
Right. Yeah.
And he just hugged me like, yo, I just gave him some kumbaya shit. It was like, no, I said fuck everybody. He's like, yo, I felt that. So, yo, you never know what people are gonna
Yeah.
like gravitate to.
Yeah, you're right, man. Because it was funny because the other day, matter of fact, was let's see, I think it was yesterday. Matter of fact, I was watching your last episode with KJ.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to
I
KJ.
yeah, shout out to him, man. And I hit him up, and I was like, "Yo, I seen you on on Vinny's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing your thing." So we was just back and forth for a minute, and I was listening to his last joint, the Gemstones
Oh,
and
Gemstones and
Rubies.
Rubies.
Yeah, and he went ahead and downloaded the album, and he said the first song that popped up was I think he said Alone, and then
Yeah, I love that
the
one.
next song was For Show, and then he was like, "Yo, it's he said he gonna listen to the whole thing, but he liked those two already." So I was like, "Yes, that's what's up." You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yo, that's dope. Yo, and I like that. I like hearing that people are connecting based off the show because that's all I want to do. I want to be able to have these candid conversations with creatives and stuff, and just kind of shine a light, but also just get people connecting and networking. It's like, yo, I hear such and such story, and go, you know what? I like where he was going. I like where his head at, and I like his creativity. Let me check him out, and they check your music out, and they want to work with you, or they become fans. That's the kind of
hmm
stuff that I really want to accomplish with a show like this. So I know you mentioned that you were in a group with Mel.
hmm
Shout out to Mello. Like
yeah,
what? I know you guys put out a couple projects together. But what made you decide to go do your own thing and for Mel to do your own thing? Because you shouted them out. Y'all, had an amicable split, so it's not like it was any like beef or anything like that. But
Right.
just kind of what was the thought process in that when you decided, hey, I just want to do my own thing for right now?
Well, it was a lot of different things, really. And we actually had what we got two albums and an EP. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Last time we dropped some was April of 2020, so it was kind of like right as the pandemic was really, getting started. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we dropped the last EP. Then during the summer, I'm still working on stuff and trying to figure out what's our next move going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just had a conversation one day, and he was just like, "Hey, I think I want to, you know, uh, do the music by myself." And I
Mm-hmm.
understood him because as soon as he said, "I gotta holler at you," I already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's never no beef even to this day. You know what I'm saying? I talk to him,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I can, and that's my brother for life. You know what I'm saying? Because quite frankly, without him, I would be where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I always got to give him his props and whatnot. But when he said that, I understood where it was coming from. He wanted to work on his stuff. He has a lot of stuff in his bag, as do I. And
Mm-hmm.
at the time I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna shift my focus from the group to, working on my album. So really I was working on my album from that day forward. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope because it's dope that you guys still be close and say, 'cause, in hip hop, for better or for worse, there's a lot of egos
You're right.
in the game. So, you hear about people breaking up, you automatically think, oh, it's because they were butting heads over, especially with groups. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
some such and such wanted to be the star over everybody else and things like that. So it's dope that you guys like don't have that where it was
Hmm.
just like, I want to do this as an artist
Right.
and, I want to kind of see what I can do on my own. And like, I got some things I want to do that may not necessarily, work with the group, but I just got some things I want to kind of accomplish. And it's dope that y'all just kind of was able to come together and say, you know what? You do your thing, much love, and like, just wishing each other well.
Right. And what's good about that is, man, I feel like we set a bit of a trend because, when we came out, we had our first show December of 2018. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And at the time, of course we were fresh on the scene and we really didn't know a lot of people at the time. But
Hmm.
as we kept going to, what I'm saying, like the Carolina Waves events and whatnot, we started to see it wasn't a lot of groups,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a lot of groups out there like that. So I think with that right there kind of sparked, a little bit of something in everybody. And you see a couple groups out now. It's not still not a lot,
Hmm.
but what I'm saying, I think within our run, that me and him had, shit, we was the best shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion, man. Like I didn't see nobody fucking with us like musically. You know what I'm saying? Every time, we get on stage, it's always and get off stage, it's always love. Hey man, I felt that and all kinds of compliments and stuff. And it's,
Hmm.
at the end of the day, it's just respect, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things out here that means a lot to me is just gaining respect from your peers, you know what I'm saying? And same thing with you, man. We saw
Hmm.
you I think it was at Local 506 on my birthday, no less.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? On my birthday that night and you was doing your thing and I was like, yo, this nigga right here, he's killing. And of course for me, you know what I'm saying, you wasn't doing what everybody else was doing. You
Hmm.
wasn't doing the normal shit. So that automatically was like, maybe I need to hit him up, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, yeah, throughout me and Mel's run, I don't think it was anybody touching this. And quite frankly, when the time comes to, you know, put it back together, it's gonna be something special for real.
Oh, definitely, man. First of all, thank you for that.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I felt the same way about y'all when I saw y'all up there at the Carolina Waves joints. Like it was
Hmm.
just something about y'all chemistry and y'all energy and like, y'all had bars. Like y'all was really out here rapping, which is unfortunately in this day
Lost
and
art.
age, it's not a common
Lost art these
thing.
days. Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
automatically made me pay attention, like, oh, these dudes is dope. Like I definitely want to link up with y'all. And I'm glad we finally did
Right.
on your
Hmm.
album and my album.
Hmm.
And we definitely got more joints coming that we're gonna get in. We're gonna get into the next one later. But
Right.
So I was having this conversation with you last time we talked, and I was talking about, and I don't know, this is just kind of like how my brain works, and I don't really have no evidence to support this or nothing like that. But I was looking at the landscape, and when you look at, hyperinflation, gentrification in areas like Raleigh and Charlotte, that is running out a lot of the art in these areas. A lot of the artists, that make the scene what they are, they're getting pushed out because everything's too expensive and they got to move further out because, being an artist was already expensive. Now you make it to where I can't even just do the basic amenities and do my craft without having to take myself like an hour or two away from where I was supposed to do my stuff at. And for other reasons. And I was looking at the landscape and I was thinking about how Greensboro may be the saving grace or like just the 336. Because I'm thinking about where could artists go if, let's say, Raleigh gets shut out because it's all like they suck all the art out of it. Durham, they're closing down venues left and right. Like there's not a lot of places for artists to do their thing in the live capacity. So then you go, well, what is left? And I'm like, well, like always, it's just something about Greensboro. It kind of reminds me of spots like before all of this, like before gentrification and stuff like that. It gives me that energy of like when I first got to Durham, like back in 2011, and it still felt like a homey kind of spot, like felt like a hometown, like somewhere you can connect with the people.
Right.
And I just kind of got that hope for Greensboro is like if it came down to that, it could be the place that really houses NC hip hop. Like, what do you think?
I definitely feel like I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm always gonna be Carolina all day. You know what I'm saying? North and South, no matter where you're from, I'm always gonna support Carolina. But more specifically, you know what I'm saying, I'm always gonna be repping my hometown, which is Reidsville, which is 20 minutes north of Greensboro. And Greensboro is like a second home to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Went to college out there. My kids were born there, so it's a second home just as much as my own home. But when it comes to the music, I definitely think that for a long time it's kind of been slept on a little bit. You have had artists come out of the 336 that have done a little bit of something. Let's see, Ramel Shakur. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he's an artist from Greensboro.
I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, check him out. He had a song. It was funny because he had a song where he was depicting. He did like a showcase or something for the baby, and they kind of told him he wasn't on or something like that. So he kind of made a song. Yeah, it's called Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called Okay. So check that out on YouTube. Ramel Shakur. And he's from Greensboro, and then rest in peace to the homies, Sauce Pack. Saying he was out there he was out there in Winston doing his thing with Sud, and but it's a lot of talent out here. Sometimes it gets a little bit overshadowed, with the 704 and the 919. It's a bit, kind of toned down. But overall, I think, like you said, man, it could be the jewel of really saving a lot of things when it comes to indie artists, because as you said, Raleigh is a certain way, Charlotte, biggest city in the state, but sometimes they can be a certain way too. So it's just a matter of actually getting some traction out here and people making some moves for people to do things. You know what I'm saying? And there are a couple people who are making moves. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that they're not, but we just need more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, no doubt, man. And like it'll be dope when because it's always the underdog to get they have like the best stories, like the come up stories. So it'll be dope when that happens for Greensboro, because I feel it. Like the artists that I've met out there and like just the atmosphere and the vibe out there, like I really enjoy it when I'm out there, like doing shows. I ain't did one since the pandemic out in Greensboro. So I can't wait to go back out that way.
Yeah, man.
I know you mentioned being a dad, and I talked to KJ about this in the episode that we did, and I talk about how like how do you balance? I asked him, how do you balance being a father, trying to, kind of do that because now you don't have as much like free time because you have those are, the children responsibility to the children that you
Hmm.
also, that time and energy you have to put in there, you have to put work and stuff like that. So how do you find the time? Because you'll be everywhere whenever it's time to be at a showcase or make an appearance and things like that. You always on the move, you always, traveling up and down the road. So,
Hmm.
how do you, make that balance? Like how do you balance both of those?
Well, I feel like for me, my kids are a lot older now. You know what I'm saying? They're
Hmm.
my son's gonna be 9 this month and my daughter's 7.
Hmm.
So, they're able to do a lot more now. And back in July they actually came out to a show that I
Oh,
had,
dope.
yeah, out there at what was it, the Dorothea Dix Park. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? That one. So they was actually able to come, and that was a great feeling for me because they had never seen me perform, but they always know when I got a show. I
Oh,
let
that's
them know.
dope.
You know what I mean? But that was a great experience right there. But I think overall, man, it's just I mean, being a father, that's always gonna be full time, whether I'm rapping or
Hmm.
not. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's
Yeah.
always been. But you know, um, just it's also when it comes to the rap, it's also giving my kids a bit of motivation, not motivation, their motivation for me, but it's
Hmm.
inspiring them because I'm their father, but I'm also teaching them a lesson like, yo, if you got something that you really want to do, you need to go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because I've been rapping way before they even came about, but I'm still still climbing the ranks, so to speak. And I feel myself continually getting better. So, it's just always a lesson. Even my son, you know what I'm saying? He trying to write and want me
Oh,
to
that's
make him,
dope.
yeah, want me to make him beats and stuff like that. So, it's good to see that he's in tune with what I'm doing and he's, it's rubbing off on him, you know what I'm saying? But,
Hmm.
at the end of the day, being a father is definitely one of the best things that ever happened to me because if it never would have happened, my raps and stuff like that and the hunger to
Hmm.
want to be a rapper, it wouldn't have been as prevalent as it is now. You know what I'm saying? Without kids.
Yeah. Yo, that's dope. Cause like I've talked to guys. Some people it take them out the game. Like they're like, oh yo, I gotta stop because I got kids. There's other people
Hmm.
just it motivates them and push them harder. Like, oh, okay, I got another mouth to feed, so now I really gotta make this happen. Like I really gotta like turn this into something. Kind of put some fire up under you, kind of thing.
Right. I've been through all that, man. Man, in the
Hmm.
beginning, I was going hard. Like I said, I started producing in 2012. That's when my son was born. So I'm
Hmm.
producing, trying to get right. In 2014, so when my daughter comes, I'm still trying to get right. And then, the next year, 2015, that's honestly when I took my break. I kind of put the
Mm.
music on the back burner and I was like, I'm gonna just focus on the family. And I ain't do nothing for 3 years, you know what I'm saying, until 2018. And then
Hmm.
of course, things happened. I met Mel, and the rest is
Hmm.
history. So, I had to take my little break because I was like, man, this music ain't really popping off like that. So I need to really focus on my family. And
Hmm.
but thankfully, I was able to pick it back up and actually make a move and get to where I'm at right now. So, never give up on your dreams. That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying?
Never give up on your dreams. That's for real shit, man. I'm glad you came back. Thank God, because like I'm glad that we was able to come together and make the music we made.
Right.
For my
Hmm.
person, for me personally. Speaking of which, so we got a track that we supposed to be putting out soon. Like, have you picked a name for it yet? 'Cause you ain't even told me if you had a name for it.
I just kind of, I just was coming up with some. I just named it Target Practice. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Just
okay, I like that.
yeah, it's just some just two spitters, just going and spitting something real quick. You know what I'm saying, for the bar, for the people who like bars out here. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're
Hmm.
doing. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to me and comes to you, man, when we get on the track, we ain't playing, we ain't trying to sing, we ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? We coming to spit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's just Target Practice. That'll probably be out at the end of the month.
Hmm.
So you know what I'm
Yeah, it'll
saying?
be right around the time this episode comes out, so it'll be pretty much like right on time
Right, yeah.
for
So
it to
it'll
drop.
be out at the end of the month, you know what I'm saying? So, make sure y'all look out for that. You know what I'm saying? So, And shoot, man, we're gonna have a lot more. I got a lot more in my bag that I want you on. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with a lot of people right now, but some other stuff that I want to get you on too, man. So, we're gonna have to, keep going with the work.
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah, like because like I said, every time you hit me with something, I'm already ready to write. It's like I hear it. Because that one, I think you sent it to me. I wrote it in like, I want to say by the end of that day.
Right.
Like I might have tweaked some bars or something like that, but for the most part, it was like, and this is me also like listening to it, and I'm like cleaning up around the house or I'm at work and I got my headphones in, and then I'm jotting it down while I'm in between other stuff. So I probably could have whipped it out sooner than that. But it was just like, man, there's something about your stuff it just kind of gets the ball rolling for me, like inspiration wise.
Right. Yeah. It was kind of funny because we had kind of talked about production the other day at the Summer Jam, and how sometimes we can overdo it. You know what I'm saying? And even with the track on my album, "They're Never Gonna Stop," it's really not a lot going on, but it's enough to capture your attention. Yeah, so that's kind of how this one was. This was more of a straight boom bap New York type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because I do like that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially when you want to spit something. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just do this, and I've had it in the bag for a while, and I was like, man, I'm gonna give Vinny. Well, when you sent me your verse, I was like, he already got his verse, so let me go ahead and do mine, and let's put it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's because I'm gonna go ahead and spill the beans on it. So this was supposed to actually be a cipher track. So we because you hit us up, me and a few other artists, and they were like, I heard it. I told you I went ahead. I was already jotting the stuff down from the second I heard it, so I was down. But it's like the other people, I don't know if we want to talk about them or not because the song's not coming out with them, but it's just
it will, but it's just a different beat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna, we're not gonna act like it's a mystery. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mel once again. Shout out to Jace LVO. You know what I'm saying, out there in Raleigh, and shout out my homeboy IV, Intelligent Vocab. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all three of them individuals. They was all gonna be on a song with myself and Vinny. You know what I'm saying? A little cipher track just to do a little something different that a lot of people don't do. You know what I'm saying? Because I respect all these guys, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this rap shit. So, I was like, let me just do a little something different. And like Vinny was saying, man, at first they didn't really,
yeah, they weren't rocking with it. And I was like, yo, shout out to them. But I'm like, bro, I heard the beat and like, I was just so hyped, like, oh, all of us on this one track is gonna be dope. And then they said nah. And I was just like, yo, the track that we are doing is gonna be dope, but
it's gonna be good, man.
It's gonna be dope. But in my head, I don't know. I was so hyped and I was so ready for that track to be the cipher track. But Target Practice is still gonna be dope with just two of us.
Of course, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if anybody want to get a remix, then holler at me. But definitely be on the lookout for that other cipher track with the other three artists. Hopefully we can have that out. I don't know, by the end of the year. It's just a matter of keeping in contact and really just seeing when people can get their stuff done, because as soon as they can send me a verse, I can put it in, and then hey, that's it. So
okay, dope, man. Well, yo, man, thank you for joining the show again. This is your second episode, and it's always a pleasure talking to you, man. Is there any like final words you want to leave with the people before we sign off?
I mean, shoot, other than looking out for me and Vinny's new single, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to everybody who watches his show. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here is an amazing artist. He's an amazing person.
Thank you, brother.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, he's doing what he's doing, and just trying to put on for other artists, you know what I'm saying, and give them a platform to share their thoughts and opinions. And you know what I'm saying, mad respect to you. And shoot, man, that's pretty much it, man. Just keep watching, subscribe and like, share, all that,
Yeah, and make sure y'all check out everything my boy St. Pat got coming, including Target Practice that's coming out at the end of September, probably or maybe about to come out or already out by the time this episode drops. But until next time, it's your boy Vinnie-Dangerous, Dangerous Minds, St. Pat. Much love.
A few weeks ago, they told me to keep my distance. I don't like yo anyway. Call, get it stepping. When I started spitting, knew one day this shit will be a weapon. With my flow so infectious, anybody can get it. Who am I?